4 minutes. 4 minutes until the greatest show on earth is on. Oh, I got some dirt for y'all today, baby. I got some dirt for y'all today. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Jah, and the Word was Jah. In the beginning, Jah created the heaven and the earth. Then created man of his own likeness and image. Gave unto man wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Jah is my help and my strength, so shall I fear. He's a shield upon my right and my left hand, so who shall I
fear in this life?
Jah is my keeper. Jah is my light and my salvation. So who shall I fear? He's my guide throughout this creation. So who shall I be afraid? Jah is my king. Jah is my guide in my resting and my rising. So who shall I fear? He's my guide when I step out in the forward. So who shall I be afraid? Jah is my king.
We're almost there.
Jah is my guide when the Philistines come down upon me. So who shall I fear? He's my guide when my
now you ain't getting shit else. Now's your fucking time. I suggest you eat really quickly, or you are going to sit up and not get what you want. Word is bond.
Jah is my
Alright. Alright. Okay. So first of all, we have to give thanks to Jah for our first breath in the morning, for also giving me my talent and courage, instilling me those two things so that I may see my success and opportunities in my lifetime, as well as helping those that can't help themselves, and to be compassionate toward my enemies, even if up to annoyance. But also I give thanks to Jah for giving me my rest at night when I have done the best job possible for that day. So that way I may be invigorated to go out and do better the next day. So all it is a simple path, people, and that's what I walk. In Jesus Christ, we say these things. Jah Rastafari. Amen. Amen. Stay tuned now for the Ktng morning show. And we're going to be live here in a second, people. So get it together. Get it together. All right. We're live. We're going to be on the air. We're going to be talking about all kinds of craziness and everything. So I want you guys to be wide awake with this. Ktng morning show is coming up. And in the meantime and so forth, while I still got this chance to do so, at 8:01, I and going to be stuffing my face. Now, here's a question. How does a guy who eats like I do with a high metabolism ever gain any weight? All right, well, it took me about 15 years to gain 10 pounds. What does that tell you? It tells you, one, never invite me to your house because I eat you out of house and home. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, baby. Let's get this show on the road. All right. Good morning and welcome to the Ktng Morning Show. Yes, yours truly is wide awake, up and at 'em. Live streaming on Facebook, live streaming on YouTube. You know where I'm at. You know how I'm doing this, and you know why I'm saying it. Okay, so therefore, this is your host, the impresario, the man who has that show. The G to the R to the I to the C to the Z, ST underneath the 101 freeway. And if you don't know, I will show you the door so you can walk on down to the Cobra door. I'm talking about Crenshaw, Inglewood, Baldwin Hills, Leimert Park. Get it together. Get it together. Downtown LA, Watts, Compton, alright, and South Pasadena, East LA, bring it up that ass, y'all low to the ground, y'all be bow. Oh, crap. Alright, so, yeah, I got a weak connection here on Facebook, but nonetheless on YouTube, we are here. Yes, we are here in the bastion of what we call Crystal Palace. Okay, we are in the mark of our second month of gentrification, and people are starting to roll out of this place. I'm telling you now, it's looking crazy. It's looking crazy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm stuffing my face with stuff. Whatever. Anyway, of course, needless to say, we are, and it is Friday. Some of us on the East Coast have been buried in the snow. Some of us on the West Coast have been drowning in our own sludge. And by sludge, I mean it's sludge everywhere. But not as bad as the sludge on the intel that I got last night. Alright? Now, I like to say, you know, I start to show off like, what the hell happened to my ass? Alright? So, last night I was at a meeting, and come to find out that Measure P had passed, so therefore everybody pays like an additional sales tax on retail goods, right? Right? Sure, we raised a whole bunch of money off of that, right? That's right. Fix those potholes. Pothole Compton. It's not a hub city anymore. It's just one big ass pothole. Even on the nicer suburban streets in Compton, yes, there are potholes. Okay? Measure P was supposed to fix all that crap, right? Here's the logistics, people. There's a section in Compton. Glenn, good morning. What's up, bro? Okay? There's a section in Compton, okay, that has nothing to do with Measure P that voted on it. That's how it passed. Voting no on Measure P within Compton didn't even cut it. Just like cheeseburger and hot sauce. Hot sauce won the popular vote. Cheeseburger got mad because he didn't win the popular vote, but he is now president, right? Same thing with Measure P. Two guys that authored, the two guys who lobbied, paid thousands of dollars to bring this into, you know, LA County as well as Sacramento. These guys paid a whole bunch of money to get that measure passed. Because in the interim of it, we're looking at $5.6 million of Compton being robbed of its money because of Measure P. And the gentleman that actually wrote Measure P are the same people who put Mayor Asia Brown in charge. Even if she is a lame duck, she walks out of there with a whole crap load of money, and the taxpayers get this. Y'all get to pay for it. Yeah. If this is not community embezzlement, what is? My advice, repeal. Repeal, repeal. I don't care how many years it takes you. Repeal it, because it is a bad measure, and therefore none of the infrastructure in which none of your district's leaders, your district supervisors, your district council people, the city managers, all basically have no clue as to what to do. They don't. and these are supposed to be the most educated, socially educated minds in Compton for this. I'm laughing, people. I'm laughing. I'm seriously laughing at this because there's no common sense in this whatsoever. But yet still, there were people who voted on Measure P that didn't even live in the neighborhood. And it passed. Which means $5.6 million worth of y'all money is going to be going out the door when Asia Brown takes off, bud. A little chick from Pasadena, she wasn't even a Compton native. Lipstick shade 45. Hey, what can I say? Anyway, as you now know, the Compton Community Weekly editorial is going to be produced, and you'll have it on, I would say, Valentine's Day. Why? Because it's a great thing to have happen. Okay. Now, here's the cool. All right, we got a few stories here that we got to touch up on and everything. Of course, it is Black Mystery Month, so I always throw in something interjectory of it. Okay. So, let's take a look at our first story of the day. Let's see what kind of Facebook fans, what's going on. Okay, yes, thank you. I will get to you guys in a minute. Stay awake. Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Gloria. I know y'all watching. Anyway, it is estimated between New York and Los Angeles. Okay. All right. And what I like mostly about this particular story is that these are statistics. These are statistics of how sanctuary cities across this country are going to be dealing with stuff. Santa Ana, California, from AP Press. A report released Thursday estimates more than 2.5 million immigrants in the country illegally live in the metropolitan areas of New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago have pledged to fight your intrepid leader, Cheeseburger's plan to expand deportations. All right. Keep in mind, people, this is the reason why, there's a song out there that says FTD. Yes, on the show, babe, on the show. Please come back. Yes, I am going to come back. Okay, yes, I do. Okay, now back to this thing. Resume. Okay, cool. It's nice talking to people and so forth like that. But people, please, if you got anything and whatnot, call and leave a message and so forth so I can call you back. At least that much. All right, back to the story here. It also underscores the challenges Cheeseburger could face in rounding up large numbers of deportees because in many areas that are home to large numbers of immigrants lacking legal papers oppose his plan. Okay, Ms. Rodriguez is on as well. Good morning. And any actions by the new administration could be even more widely felt among immigrant communities, such as regions as Phoenix, Houston, Dallas, and Denver. In these areas, 37% of immigrants lack legal status compared to 26% nationwide, the report said. Immigrants in Phoenix are already starting to see tougher enforcement. A woman in the country illegally who was not targeted for deportation under the Obama administration was taken into custody Wednesday. Damn it. Oh. All right, here we go. There. Happy now? Facebook? Jeez. You guys get to jumbling all over the daggone place. All right. And, where are we? Okay. And, she was not targeted under the deportation under the Obama administration, was taken into custody Wednesday and sent back to Mexico, unleashing protests at a local immigration and customs enforcement office. That was yesterday. So, old girl basically got booted right out of there, okay, leaving her kids, and they haven't got to the husband yet. So, guess what? We are doing the exact same. This country is doing the exact same thing as it happened to the slaves back in the day. So, welcome to Black Mystery Month. Now it becomes Get Down Brown Month, or whatever. All right. Keep thinking, keep this up, Cheeseburger, and Black and Brown are going to start doing this. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And all you white folk in between, I would suggest, get with a bigger crowd. Don't get with a crowd that's about to die. Get with a bigger crowd. But, I hate to play devil's advocate here. Cheeseburger may be the worst thing that we got in this country going right now. It's about to crash the crap out of us and everything. Everybody's feeling it. We're really appreciating Obama now, aren't we? However, there's always as an axiom in this country, somebody worse than that in the wings. It's always somebody worse in the wings. Okay? So, Get over it, America. Jackasses put him in there. You farmers here in California, you voted his ass in. Thank you. All right. All you Trump supporters, thank you very much. I hope you're happy with what you got. For the rest of us, we're underneath the poverty line. Guess what? We getting brass knuckles and bats and balls, and we're gonna start burning this country up again. Mark my word, I got a few things in Walmart that I'm gonna steal. Cause I'm a professional looter. Looter. Looter, looter, looter. Okay? Not Looters Park either. Home of our very transient transients. Okay? The Pew Report estimates there are 11.1 million immigrants in this country illegally, or 3.5% of the overall U.S. population. That's not bad considering. Right? In some areas, larger share of immigrants lack legal papers and others, according to the report by the Washington-based center, which was based on 2014 Census Bureau data. For example, about 70% of immigrants in the San Francisco area lack legal status compared to the 35% in the region surrounding Las Vegas. Cities and counties are immense in a fierce battle over what role, if any, they should play on immigration enforcement, as Cheeseburger seeks to help from law enforcement to boost deportations and threaten to cut off funding from so-called sanctuary jurisdictions that refuse to assist. Boy, it's only like, that's like walking around. That's like working for the Yakuza. You get your finger chopped off on this one while having a sanctuary city. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what I think here. Here's what I think. All right, and you got your own opinion. Express your own opinion while I, chew on this daggone bean and cheese burrito. That's right. All right. Yeah, call me a black skin if you want. What? I'm a black Indian, a black and Rasta. A black Indian and Rasta. Think about it. I'm a mutt. As a matter of fact, I got 2 hitches on my people. 1, we weren't allowed in, and 2, we were driven off our lands. I can say that. Right? Anyway, here's what I think. What we're looking at, people, is we're looking at the things that are causing people to think about how they can get rid of illegal immigrants. But what we're not looking at is the problems of why the immigrants are here. All right? What about the gas shortages in Mexico? A lot of retail problems are going on. You got cartels, okay? Gangs, all right? Idiot ass bozos. Oh, I'm a better new gang now. Corrupt police officials, corrupt government. People want a better life. Yet, it is always an American policy that we target the innocent and allow the strong and the devious to survive. We always do that. We always do that. We take out our weakest. You take out our aggressions on the weakest people we could find just to say we were mighty. That to me is a contradiction and a hypocrisy all rolled in one. Hypocritical. How about that? I make up my own shit, dude. I really do. Okay? So, yet, like slave labor, this is all about, the majority of the illegal immigrants, which are Mexican. Okay? No, they're not. No. They say a percentage of immigrants that are illegal. There's not Mexican. Okay? They're Haitian. They're Asian. Okay? They're European. All 3 of these bozos are all up coming through north. They're coming through, okay, because they don't look like Mexicans, and it's easier that way. You can forge, papers, get a fake ID for thousands of freaking bucks, and just walk across the border like it ain't nothing because you are of different skin color. Think about that, people. Think about that. How many, well, it is like a urban legend that there are reasons why the light-skinned Mexican moves into the United States to get away from his darker counterparts. However, if that were the case and so forth, there'd be a whole hell of a lot of people up here from the Sandinistas back in 1980, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. But we got to stop promoting this systemic hate system against people that look different from us. Okay? If we are continuing to do so, this nation will be so inclusive that it will exclude all other minorities inside of its little cage. Okay? So when Maya Angelou asked, why does the birdcage sing? Simply because the motherfucker wanted to get out. Okay? It was Friday night. I got to go party. Straight up. But here's something else you guys are not looking at. Right? If the conditions in Mexico are so bad and then they got a president and and they're not willing to fix it themselves, who are we to go up and say, you know something, we're going to build a wall here and you guys are going to pay for it? That is the most arrogant thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay? Well, not the most arrogant thing, but I've heard some arrogant stuff. And it's me. Of the gall and the arrogance and the sheer popularity of that being flaunted in the White House. Okay? Think about it, people. You know, there's a lot of things that are going on this world that are a distraction. And because of that, there is a lot of things that our immigrant base do provide. They provide a tax base. They help put up, they put food on your table. Okay? Immigrants, right now, we got the first letter in ass in America, right? Think about it. We got the first letter in ass in America. That's why you better eat. Well, I shoot you. On to another story here. On racial discrimination in this country being the only, but it teaches you right off the bat, and it's a lifelong school. Standing Rock Sioux chairman, I was slighted, I was disrespected. Post. Standing Rock Sioux chairman David Archambault II arrived in Washington on Tuesday afternoon expecting to make a last-minute pitch to head off the Dakota Access Pipeline at a scheduled White House meeting the next morning. But as he walked through Reagan National Airport, he learned on the phone call that he might as well have stayed in North Dakota. The Army Corps of Engineers had decided to grant the company behind the pipeline the critical assessed easement it needed, rendering his meeting with the Cheeseburger administration moot. Okay? Well, I just feel that I was slighted, I was disrespected, I think that I was set up, said Archambault, whose tribe has been fighting the pipeline since 2014 on the grounds that it would infringe on the tribe's rights and could pose a risk to drinking water. You know, somebody watched a horror movie called The Curse, and the first thing the guy says in the movie goes, "It's in the water! It's in the water!" Soylent Green. Watch the movie. The machinery of the federal government often moves slowly, but in the past 2 weeks at your intrepid leader, Cheeseburger's urging a process that his predecessors had decelerated was suddenly moving forward, culminating in the Army's decision Wednesday to give Energy Transfer Partners an easement to drill under a vast reservoir less than a mile from the Standing Rock Sioux reservation. How many more times are we going to sit up and screw the Native American, the indigenous folk of this land? How many times are we going to continuously screw them over? All right? Think about it. Have you been to any of these reservations at all, America? Have you visited them? You see how dilapidated their buildings are, how they're living? Oh, you're thinking, oh, well, because of his example, it makes it easier for everybody else to do the exact same thing under a 1996 law called eminent domain that stupidly we voted in. Question is, was it the fat cats in Washington who voted in? Or was it some investors who basically said, you know something, we need to have more, we need to make more money off of commercial property. And what better way than to have eminent domain? Or make it look like the state needs it because they might want to put a freeway through somebody's backyard. Well, since 1996, ain't no freeway's been built to be put in somebody's backyard, and still the infrastructure in many of these streets, potholes, is still there. Representative Kim Kramer, a proponent of the pipeline, said Wednesday that the Army studied the issue extensively and have been stymied by chicken shit that you are. You know, most of those calls will be able to be screened. So Archibald, who expressed his frustration to a White House official last week, thought he would have a chance to make his case before a critical easement decision disagrees. His intention for meeting anyone in the White House who was willing to listen to just share why there is a movement, why there is resistance, and help them all understand the wrongs that have been committed to his nation by this nation. Okay, let me tell you something, okay? As long as we have the KKK, as long as we have white supremacists, as long as we have nationalists, as long as we have fascism running through this damn administration as well as this country and the people who voted for this jackass, guess what? Welcome to the tow line that we're on. Alright? Now, of course, you're going to have sellouts. You're going to have your Tia Tacos, the Patos, Pochos, whatever you want to, okay? You're going to have those who basically side up with the devil himself. Okay? The fact of the matter is this. This is a basic slight against Mr. Archibald. It is. It totally is. It lets him know that, yes, the white man's government is no good. Okay? And they've been saying this for like the last 300 years. It takes us now to figure it out. Wow. Totally fucking funny. Alright? So, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's got to happen. The people in Standing Rock are definitely going to have to get to more extreme measures. The land there has no law, no jurisdiction, nothing. Okay? Because it's a reservation. A reservation is nothing more than a living hotel. That's all it is. And at any given time, because of eminent domain, they can run in there and just say, you know something, we're going to build here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We are a country strapped for resources, and we figure it's about time we take care of the resources where you guys are living right now. So we'll pay you off, we'll about buy you off with a couple of $100,000, get you to shut up. Okay, you can build a nice casino. You can build and join the rest of them. Join the rest of America. Okay, that's a capitalist move. And I think like your enemy out there. Okay, but I'd rather use my intelligence for something a little bit more decent, like helping people. Okay, making sure that I'm doing a good job at it, if anything. So, why is it so hard for people to just add a few extra pieces of pipe and go around the damn lake? Or go over it? Okay? Nobody did. The Army Corps of Engineers don't have enough brains or enough common sense to actually do that? That's pathetic. That's pathetic. That's called the think outside the box. Well, for this matter, a $20 subscriber and I'll send you a month. Come on, $50 subscriber and I'll send you not only a Unity Community Month. Okay, here, I'll tell you this, eating things are pretty much like something that you don't see on normal news channels either. Anyway, this is on NBC News by Amanda Golden 13 hours ago. At just 18 years old, high school senior Joshua Streeter already has had friends shot and killed in the streets of Chicago. It's hard. You won't believe what happens to your friends. For Crespin Luna, 17, the sounds of gunshots are all too familiar as a part of daily life. He says, you'll hear a gunshot or something and know that somebody passed away, he said. Despite living in a city where violence abounds, these young men are finding their way with help from a powerful supplementary school program. Okay? The Becoming a Man program, or BAM, was a social and emotional learning program for at-risk male students offered by the nonprofit organization Youth Guidance at Chicago area schools. Seeks in large part to provide a lifeline to young male students before violent street gangs take hold. One of its guiding principles centers on cognitive behavioral therapy, first implemented at the Cook County Juvenile Temporary Detention Center, in which violence can be prevented if those who are agitated can be helped to slow down and think before they act on their impulses. That says a lot. The group sessions aims to help young men work through their emotions and discover alternatives for responding to altercations both big and small. I'll give you a good example. I was in Compton, standing by, I was around Superior store. And I noticed one brother, he was walking away from the store with a bicycle, BMX bicycle, da-da-da. Another brother came out and said, yo, man, that's my bike, that's my bike, that's my bike. But he did it in such a calm manner that the thief just gave up the bike without altercation, without getting beat up, okay? When you have anger management issues, and these issues basically are emotional tags that happen to you as a child, okay? Everything starts at home. And whoever was responsible for either not teaching you, abusing you, ridiculing you, and doing all kinds of weird, crazy crap just to drive you crazy and make you insane enough to go out and come out of your character just because they want to see that crap, that's nothing more than saying Mike Vick got a license to use pit bulls for fighting. If that's what your parents do, guess what? The apple don't fall far from the tree. Now, does it? Of course it doesn't. The Becoming a Man program, BAM, and social and emotional learning program, one of its guiding principles centers on cognitive behavioral therapy. The group sessions aims to help young men work through their emotions to discover alternatives to responding to all occasions, big and small. Yes, we can realize that. And the results are impressive. The program has cut violent crime arrests by 50% and increased high school graduation rates by 19% for those in the group. Anthony Ramirez, the editorial, BAM's founder, knows just how rare and necessary the program is for young men in the area. It's a safe place to come in, check in. And to deal with everything that's happening out there, Mayor Rahm Emanuel is also making the program a priority. The latest expansion is a part of a 3-year, $36 million drive by the mayor to invest in the program. The added investment could dramatically extend the program's outreach throughout the city's most crime-riddled neighborhoods. BAM has made me become more responsible, respectful, and made me have more control of my actions and my behaviors. Peter said, it has made me become a better person. The ways to become a better person, okay? If we are subsequently using our street knowledge to teach our kids how to on the street, we are not giving them the personal knowledge of how to treat themselves as respectful people, okay? You're going to have bullies. You're going to have idiots in gangs. You're going to have, the moes, the schleps, and whatever you guys want to call yourselves. I don't care, all right? What I care about is what kind of generations are you bringing up that are already gang affiliated, okay? Yeah. How is it that you're going to have kids and your kids going to get shot and you still alive? They're shot and dead, thrown in prison. Are you breeding a prison culture? Because it's fashionable? You want to sag? You want to sag with your ass hanging out and underwear and whatnot? That makes you a suspect, dude. Do that. It makes you a suspect. And then when other cultures see how stupid we act, they mimic what we do. Monkey see, monkey do. So if you're busy sagging and whatnot, guess what? There are places in different states that are actually saying, okay, if you're going to sag, we're going to charge you a fine. $250. Some places are like $750. Indecent exposure does cover a lot, doesn't it? Womp, womp, womp. Okay. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, people. And now, probably one of the better things out of the program itself is that this might spark over the, everybody's going to come up with like, or why should we give this place $36 million to invest in a program that is helping kids graduate from school and, keeping people from being arrested and shot and killed. What people have to understand is that a lot of those jackasses that are like heads of gangs right now, they're old. They're old. Okay? At one point in their lives, they accepted their father figures, their mother figures. All right? They decided to determine themselves how to raise themselves. And if they had kids and whatnot, what kind of responsibilities would they have? Am I going to still be in the gang? And guess what? I got kids now. I can't do that anymore. Okay, well, let me tell you something, okay, red badge of courage, okay? If you have kids and you're still in the gang, guess what? Your kids are already marked for death. Does it not? underneath the rock of drive-by shootings that are happening to people that have nothing to do with gangs at all. They waited for that kid to grow up. That kid grew up out of a gang system, got lived a clean life. Next thing you know, he's targeted for murder. Why? Because their father or their mother got out of the gang. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Your own clique put a hit out on you from another street gang, and those jackasses came and got you. Nice. Freaking nice system of genocide. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's why housing, that's why when it comes to gentrification, people realize that you have to screw up your neighborhood so damn bad that nobody wants to move in. But you're going to allow investors to come and buy out the land and so forth, and then raise the rent when they build new stuff. And then y'all going to sit up and complain. A bunch of idiots. How can you sit up and do that? No. How can you sit there and allow them to do that? Okay. Why tear up your own block and then have somebody come in and say, look, I'm going to buy you a tax lien off your house and there's nothing you can do about it? Yeah, I own your house now because you tore it up. And now I can flip it over and sell it for 3 times as much as you were paying for rent. Oh, you should be knowing these things. People, it's right there in your county assessor's office. Read it! Onward and forward, as they would say in the kitchen. Emmett Till's accuser admits she lied. Will new charges be filed? They should be. If they can go back 75 years to find some, Nazi war criminal, they can do that here. That's called the long arm of the law. Look how long it took them to catch a Unabomber. Almost damn near 40 years. And homeboy was sending all kinds of crap to people. Okay? But when it comes to stuff like this and everything, you have to say, what's wrong with our justice system? Again, Cheeseburger made a point of saying that our justice system is fragmented and it doesn't work as well as it should. It works well for people who have money. Okay? It works well for people who have money, but it doesn't work well for people who don't, because we get railroaded on a day-to-day basis and ain't nobody saying shit about it. Jackson, Mississippi, USA Today. Carolyn Bryant has admitted she lied when she testified in 1955 that Emmett Till touched her. A lie she repeated to the FBI a decade ago. Lying to the FBI is a crime. So is obstruction of justice. Both carry up to a 5-year prison sentence. Really? But persecuting the 82-year-old woman now would be difficult, if not impossible, because the 5-year statute of limitations have run out, experts say. It appears that time has once again robbed us of justice in Emmett Till's case, said the former U.S. Attorney General. Helped inspire the FBI to reopen the case in 2004 and said that he would like to see the FBI investigate this new revelation. There must be some accountability here. They had beaten and killed a 14-year-old from Chicago. Before the trial ended, Carolyn Bryant, 21 at the time of the crime, took to the witness stand for her husband. He testified outside the presence of the Tallahatchie Court in 1955. And he went to the back of the store where she said her sister-in-law, Juanita, Till caught her by the waist and remarked, "Kid." She said he assured her that he had been, that she was, quote, scared to death, and that this other N-word came in the store, and they manipulated to their own causes, befitting whatever the hell delusions they got about themselves. Okay? Yeah, I can be a catalyst. However, I'm not taking the blame for being a catalyst. It wasn't my fault. Yet, changes with that. And guess what happens? Ooh. Anyway, again, as usual. Alright. Cool Walt, D-Lo. Let's see. Good morning. Around the world. Let's see. Oh my god. Yuka Matsuda, Taniguchi in Japan. Domo domo, good morning. But people in the UK. Kat and Wayne Hamlin and Heidi, good morning. And Benzema in Uganda, good morning. Good morning to all my people in Nairobi, Nigeria, and Sudan. As well as Tajikistan, good morning in Persia. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Love you guys. The music is fun, man. I swear to God, the music is fun. It's lively. It's very cultural. I love what's happening with it and everything. Let me know of more access and For everybody that's a new musician or anything of that nature, we have new music coming from Always Carry, which I am broadcasting as a promotional spot for him. Guess what, people? I got promotion spots for musicians. If they want press, come here. If you want airplay, come here. That's all you got to do. Have an interview, and I'll make sure you get an hour. But you got to leave a donation, babies. You got to leave a donation. We don't do this for free anymore, all right? Got to leave a donation. And if you can't leave a donation, or if you're like several artists that I do know that basically refuse to pay or finish paying, guess what? Your project stalls and it dies here. And therefore, I have nothing better else to do but move on. That's right. And that's what I intend to do. Later this afternoon, hopefully we'll get a live feed for this as well. It's going to be a panel discussion in Compton about access to health. So I got a lot of emails to regulate with people. And I got to get this stuff packed up and get everything ready to roll because it's going to be a fun time. My man is on the plane right now. He is on his way, Dr. Dwayne Proctor. So by any means necessary, we're going to get this damn thing done. Whether we do it at the office or I will do it at somebody's house. It's going down. Okay? It is truly going down. But more people, I want you all to realize that, you know, there is another life. Okay, there really is. And that life is where you make it. You have to make it, people. You have to make it. We have to be the catalyst for change, not the catalyst for doom, drama, and garbage. Okay? I don't care what your problem is. Use your brain and your mentality to figure out a solution before the problem becomes errant. Remember, don't be a mark of your own circumstances. Become the circumstance. Don't let them take your shine. Shine with from in, because what in comes out, as I am doubly told from my director. And as you can see, yes, I have finished my plate of food. Y'all know I'm gonna be eating, man, but I don't gain no weight. That's because I ain't getting no donations. So y'all know what to do. Go to our website, ktng.org. Pull out a credit card. Throw up 20, throw up 50, throw up $100. Support what we have been doing here for the last 2 years, with nearly 500,000 people watching, viewing, whatever. Crack-a-lacka, skull crack-a-lacka, baby. All right? The fact of the matter is this. I still have nearly 500 reactive points on my Facebook page saying that people are watching this, people are responding to this. Okay? So obviously I'm doing something right. But we also got to be careful of watching the government in their controls for free speech. Okay? They're looking at trying to revamp the Constitution. And most importantly, number 3, most importantly, guard what you write. Guard what you write, because it will become propaganda in the worst ways with this administration that we call the cheeseburger administration. Ronald McDonald, I'm sorry, I know that fool is rolling in his grave, the original one. Because he had no idea that a cheeseburger will wind up running the country. Mayor McCheese coming back from the dead. Zombie! Don't eat my eye. Zombie! I won't tell you a lie. Don't be a zombie. Alright. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys kind of hanging in and so forth. Thanks for watching the live stream on YouTube. 400,000 people over here. Thank you for watching on Facebook. 500 people over here. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I do apologize for any discretions I may have caused in the past recent few hours. But hey, if it ain't working, it ain't right. Stay tuned next for more programming coming up here. 10 o'clock, I'm out the door, people, which means you got to travel with me. And then from, I guess, from 11 to 2 and so forth, I'll be setting everything up in the office. 2 o'clock, we do the interview, we do the panel discussion. And we'll make sure this gets on by Monday. Monday evening. Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Love, peace, and chicken.